Saban set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble of first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
They're on the 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 41 yards. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews.
Mark Andrews. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the
time we have to leave the booth.
Rodgers now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To number 17.
Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers continue to roll.
The extra point.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Packers 42. Ravens 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball?
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
13-yard line.
Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Snead. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Jackson on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. And
taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's another Baltimore first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4. I mean, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing in this situation.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Well, that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 24 is the mic.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Zadarius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll roll him out right. He'll let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Rolling to his right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Adams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Pick it up. Pick it up. 50. Hey, you block over here. Box it.
Rodgers throwing here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Final score, Packers 48.